Hello Gemini, this is EJ with your reading from June 23rd through the 30th of 2025. Let me apologize for not having this week's video out. I just honestly have been extremely busy. I don't even have time for me. So here we are. I'm making this time. Let's get this video going. Or this reading going. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about improvement, right? It's about things in your life being improved. And moving away from stress, moving away from a struggle, moving away maybe even a different location, a different place, a different scenery, but also that you're being guided towards this direction. It's not just you doing, making this happen, but it's also you being guided towards a different place. And it could be where there's a lot of body of water. It could be overseas, but nonetheless, it's about moving away from something, right? And it's going to be different for everyone. So take that how it resonates with your situation. What else, Spirit, do we have for Gemini? Seven of Pentacles. We've been waiting for this, right? We've been waiting for our situation to improve in a drastic way, and it has not happened. And so with the Seven of Pentacles, this is you being patiently waiting. But wherever it is that you're headed towards, there is going to be a lot of great potential there. And it's like you achieved a lot in a short period of time. And for some of us, in a long period of time, you achieved a lot. You've learned a lot. And there's so much more that you can do and learn. And it's all about appreciating the efforts of where you've gone, as far as you've gone and where you're at today. It's also knowing that, this is something that you have been waiting for, as far as wanting to move towards a different location, and being patient and trying to be positive as these things happen. Like you're waiting for this news to arrive to be able to move you in this direction, for some of you. But this is about just being positive as you wait and seeing things unfold and come to fruition for you. But know that your persistence, right? Your persistence, your hard work, it's definitely going to be rewarded, and it's going to be rewarded as a long-term thing, not something short-term. So I do see that there's going to be a lot of positive growth here, because I feel like right now you're in between two worlds, right? That's kind of what I'm getting. Like you're weighing things out, because you're like, I'm here today, I'm in this location A, and this is my struggle, but I see location B, my situation in B, improve a lot better. But it's now, how do I get there, right? How do I move for this to improve? How do I move in this direction? What else, Spirit, for Gemini? Very interesting, very powerful as well, because I see you there sitting like at a park bench. This is what's on my mind's eye. I see you sitting at a park bench, or you're just sitting and just kind of like, just like your hands are going like up and down, right? Like trying to figure out, should I stay here? Should I go there? This is what it looks like here. This is how it looks like there. This is what this is. This is what I want. This is that, and what you've worked really hard for. And I see that you kind of like you're contemplating something and trying to make a decision is what I'm seeing there. We have Justice, Libra energy here. Now, with the Justice card, this does let me know that, things are going to balance out for you. When, things will improve for you and balance out for you. Things will be more favorable. The decision you make is going to be very favorable. Your situation will come. Because I see like there's a lot of uncertainty. Like I said, I see you trying to contemplate and make a decision, but I see that that's going to get resolved. I see you finding a solution to your situation. And I do feel like, in regard to this, is things are going to go well. I do see you dealing with a lot of different things, and I see a lot of success coming out of that. I see good results coming out of that, okay? And again, things look very favorable. Things will balance out for you. What else, Spirit? What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? I just feel like, for some of you, I'm sorry, I was shuffling, I know, to get another card, but something just came up, and it's just like, for some of you, I see you like either an exam or interview sort of a situation, like a panel, like there's a panel of people and you're trying to, whether you're doing a speech or something, but I see like there's a lot of a group of people and you're like on the spot, right? You're in the spotlight. And I feel like you're going to ace that. Like it's just going to come naturally to you. That's just really interesting, right? And it's very random and it's not for everyone, but that is exactly what I see here. Now we have the Star card. That is Aquarius energy. The Star card is about being balanced. It's about being hopeful and having faith and knowing that you're being guided and you finding inspiration as you're being guided and making those things happen in your life. Okay. Now, do you see? I see you really focused on something, and I see that you do have a lot of hope. And you know, my words are hard right now. I just clocked out of work and I've been talking all day, and so my it's like my voice is fading, and also I've got allergies, you guys. Here where I live, it's like sunny one day and then raining the next day, and the rain is what gets my allergies going. So if I sound a little weird, that is why. So anyway, Star card, you know, it's all about being, I see you finding hope and inspiration through this difficult time, through this time of teeter-tottering. Know that you're on the right path. Know that you are going in the right direction, okay? I just feel like, you know, if you're in a job or maybe have a business, I see people acknowledging your work, acknowledging your experience and your talent and your knowledge. And I just see you being really recognized. And again, I see you on the spotlight. Remember, I said there was like a panel. I see that. But things just look very good for you here. What else, Spirit? What else for Gemini? Death card. So yeah, looks like there's going to be change here, right? Death card is Scorpio energy, change and transition. And I feel like, you know, you letting go of expectations and letting go of things that may hinder your progress, to move further. But with this is what I'm seeing here really is that you're really waiting patiently for this change, for this transition, so that you can move forward in a peaceful way, right? But I see that there's a time of transition coming up. And I feel like this is not a time for you to resist. This is not a time for you to give up, but this is a time for you to let go of those things that are hindering you from moving forward, okay? Because there are new beginnings here and great opportunities ahead, but I feel like sometimes we get in our own way and we need to not do that. Like, let's not overthink things. Let's not analyze it too much, but there is a change here. There's also a change in your career, you guys. Lord, I hope so, because I need that. There is going to be a change in your career, and I feel like this change is going to be a long-term thing, but financially it looks very promising, okay? But I see it coming, so I just feel like you're, you know, just being patient and knowing that things are going to be better for you, okay? What else, Spirit? And I know patience is not our friend, right? That word is, it's like not in our Gemini vocabulary, because we're just like a go, let's get it done. And when it comes to waiting, we're just like, no, we need it done now, today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not next year, now, right? Trust me, I know. Being a Gemini, I know. All right, Spirit, what else? Ace of Wands. It's like you're going to take this opportunity, you guys. Because the Ace of Wands is all about taking that wand and creating action, creating your path, creating that destiny, creating whatever it is. Right? Because you're finding inspiration, you're being hopeful, you're having faith, knowing that it all about balance out for you and work in your favor. And that Ace of Wands is like, yep, I'm going to take this wand because it's given to me, and I'm going to create this great beginning, you know, whether it's in relationships, business, work, whatever it might be. You are finding that inspiration to move forward. And I love that that Ace of Wands showed up in the way that it did here, because it makes total sense, especially if you look at the cards, right? If we look at this section here, it all talks about wanting to move forward and moving away from a stressful struggle. And you know, being patiently waiting, maybe even for 7 years or so, maybe even longer, but knowing that that transition and change is coming up, right? It is happening. It is going to happen. And then we're here, we're Spirit and God are saying, you know, it's happening, okay? Your hope, your inspiration, and your faith is going to allow things to balance out in your life and work in your favor. Here is the wand, right? If we look, there's a hand you're being handed this wand, and this wand of magic is going to create this new life, right? And I love that, because it definitely lets me know that sooner rather than later, there's going to be a new beginning here, right? I see some good news coming in, and you're gonna take action. It's like, I'm doing this. I don't care, right? Love it. It's almost like it's not like impulsive, but sort of is, if that makes sense. Because when that news hits, or when this action happens, you're full force on forward, right? It's like no looking back. It's all movement forward here. And it almost feels like fast energy, really fast energy. That's why I said impulsive, but not impulsive, because it's something that you've been waiting for such a long time, right? You've been waiting for your situation to change. I see a change in your finances as well. All right, Spirit, what else? Oops, sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to pound the deck on the table, but the cards are going all crazy. Page of Wands, you guys. Page of Wands in the center of your reading. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Somebody maybe with light colored hair and maybe a tan complexion. This Page of Wands brings you such good news that you're feeling excited about it, right? You're starting to see those things come to fruition that you've been waiting for. New things, new adventure, maybe creating a new business, a new relationship, a new career, a new job, but having many ideas as you move forward. But I do see that there's going to be a call, a letter, an email, a text with this good news. And I see you accepting the wand. Do you see, you guys? Do we see how the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands face each other? She has the good news, right? She or he has the good news, because this is a general reading. And they're handing this wand to you. And you're accepting it, right? And then all goes in your favor. And look at this. We have the Justice and the Star card. We find inspiration with this. We're excited about this. We take the wand, and Justice is like, approval, right? There's my stamp. This is it. This is going to work in your favor. Love it. All right, Spirit. I do feel some of you are going to move. Like there is going to be some kind of physical move. All right, Spirit. What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini, please? What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini, please? What else does Gemini need to know? 6/23 to 6/30 of 2025. Whoa, some of you, I feel like you're already intuitive. I'm going to shuffle the cards really quick, but I feel like you're very intuitive and you already know. Like you got this sensation, this deep sensation that something excited is coming your way, and you're ready to move with it. You're ready to just say, let's go. What else, Spirit, does Gemini need to know? June 23rd to June 30th, 2025, please. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know, please? And I see you're going to be very intelligent about your decision making, about what, you know, you're going to be very smart about it, right? You're not just going to jump into it, right? You're not going to jump into it. You're going to make good decisions. I do see that as well as I'm looking and shuffling at these cards. Okay, the Tower. You guys, here it is. The Tower is all about a sudden change, a sudden transformation. Things, the wall is breaking down, right? Things are breaking down so that you can move forward. The only way you can move forward if a wall is in front of you is it breaks down, right? It needs to be removed. Gone. Done. It's a sudden ending. Something that needs to happen. Something that wakes you up. Sudden change. Sudden things moving forward, okay? I feel like this is definitely something very positive because of the surrounding cards. Now, if there was like other cards here, then I would tell you like, oh my goodness, caution, right? I don't see that. I don't feel that. I feel like the sudden change that happens allows this change and transition to happen to move you forward. It's something you've been waiting for, something you were hoping for, and now that's happening. And then following that was the Chariot, and this is why I mentioned that I don't feel like this is anything to be scared of or nervous about, because following the Tower is the Chariot, and the Chariot's all about you moving forward, right? It's about you taking the reign, focusing forward, moving away from the past and moving forward to your future, and moving forward with confidence, moving forward with strength, right? And taking charge as you do that. And I feel like this is going to be a major decision. Like, I feel like, again, here we have the good news, and you make this decision and it's very favorable, something that you've been waiting for, something that this happens, right? And you're like, okay, because the Chariot only comes after something major. The Chariot is about you saying, this is real. I'm serious about this. I'm taking the reign. I'm moving. Look at his face. It's very serious. I'm going to move forward, and I'm just going to keep going because this is where I need to go. This is where I need to go to create the life that I want, to have the peace in my life and the happiness and the joy that I want, the stability, is for me to move forward with this. I waited too long for this, and I'm going to make it happen. Again, some of you will literally have to move. I'm picking this up very strongly. So keep that in mind, but I feel like you are definitely going to make really good, smart decisions about what happens next in your in this chapter of your life, right? Because there's big decisions, there's big movement, and some of you are not seeing that. Some of you are seeing this as, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Like a scary thing, but it's not. Look at how beautiful this is, right? Just, I don't know how else to break it down than I already have. It's very promising. It's very promising. It feels very relaxing. It feels aligned with, yeah, look at this. If this doesn't tell you this is it, this Nine of Cups, that's your like bonus card that I was trying to pull out for you. The Nine of Cups is like, I'm happy with all of this. I'm very content with my surroundings, with all the cups that I've accomplished. If they are filled, right, they are full to the top. It could be the 10 of Cups, right? But the 9 of Cups we're going to take, because it's all about a wish fulfillment. It's all about you saying, I'm happy with where things are going. I'm happy with the news that I got. I'm happy that I have to go to this in this direction, right? This 9 of Cups is all about, again, it's your wish, right? It's making your dreams come to reality. Whatever you focus your energy on, the success is going to follow. But I feel like you're very generous and you share that with others. Now, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to clarify exactly what Spirit has for you. But know that whatever direction you're moving in, right? Not whatever. This direction where you're being guided, because this is definitely a guided reading here for you. I almost feel like it's very specific too, because I feel like this is from some of us that have been waiting for such a long time for a major change to come into our life so that we can be fulfilled and be happy. Because it's one thing to have a change, right? Where, for instance, if you've been waiting for a job, but you just get any job so you can pay your bills, that's not where you want to be. You want to be fulfilled with what it is that you're doing for the company that you work with, or that business you grow, or that relationship you're in, or the home that you know, just whatever it might be in your situation. You want to be not only happy, but you want to be fulfilled in that, right? So that you can put your 100%. Because when you're not fulfilled, when you're not happy, you're not giving 100%. Okay? Let's clarify. Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels, please clarify. This reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Clarify about honesty and integrity, please, for Gemini. All right. Spirit, let's clarify. Whoa. All these cards just flew out. Let me go ahead and do another. See, I'm lost for words because, like I said, I just clocked off of work. It's just been a very hectic, stressful week. I don't understand. I mean, I'm not going to bore you with my job. Let's just clarify, Spirit. Let's clarify for Gemini. All right, let's get to this. Let's clarify this death card, please. What is this death card all about for Gemini? What is this change and transition for Gemini about? I see a lot of fast changes, a lot of fast transition here, and it's going to happen pretty quick. Okay, so we've got, whoa, okay, Spirit, I see it, I got it. Okay, you guys, are you ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this, okay? I really, really don't. We're clarifying the death card, you guys, but I feel like this is going to be a long reading because we have the temperance. I mean, not the temperance, the judgment. Sorry, the judgment. The judgment is all about things working in your favor, right? The right decision will come within. You know, all you have to do is listen to yourself. When this change comes through, it's a closure to an end of a journey. It's a closure to an end of a situation. It's time to decide which path you're gonna take, right? What job you're gonna take, what career, what relationship, resolving past issues, resolving all of those things, right? This is judgment saying this is the time. When this change and transition hits, this is the time for you to make decisions, right? And I see you making the good one. Tower. Now not, oh, I can't even talk. Now we have two towers, right? Change in the wind brings a new beginning, right? Changes are happening, dramatic changes, right? It gives you a new outlook of life. It gives you new ideas. It's unexpected. It's exciting. It's a change. I see you moving to a new environment, a new event, and maybe a new business, a new location. So I see that as well. So I feel like this change is going to be big, and you're going to have to make big boy, big girl decisions, because that's how big it is, right? It's not one of those like, oh, should I take this job or not? No, it's like dramatic, okay? Then we have the Fool. So I'm telling you, there's a lot. Spirit was like, here you go. And he just threw these cards, and they were all face up, so I have to take them. Well, I didn't have to. I could have shuffled, but Spirit told me no. The Fool is all about a new path, being optimistic about it, being excited about it, being, you know, excited about a new journey, a new beginning, a new direction, all of those things, right? And going and taking that leap of faith. Then we have the Nine of Cups. Now we have the Nine of Cups twice, and the Nine of Cups is all about your wish fulfillment. It's all about things working out in your favor, and being very content with where it is that you're going, okay? And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So that's going to be the last card for this, because these are the cards that came out, and I saw them, and Spirit was like, take them, right? So the Nine of Pentacles is all about you moving towards a time of being really happy, right? With your accomplishments and not having to worry financially, not having to figure out how to pay Paul after you robbed Peter. So it's that kind of energy that I'm seeing, right? And I feel like you're going to move to, I mean, I just feel like nothing is really standing in the way of you reaching your goals or being happy and being stable financially, okay? So changes are about to happen in a big, dramatic way. Big girl, big boy decisions are happening. I mean, when I say it's big, you guys. All right, now let's talk about the Tower then. Can we talk about the Tower for Gemini? What is this Tower bringing towards Gemini, please? All right, the Ace of Pentacles. Look at this. It's a change in your finances, you guys. The Tower is bringing a change. We already know that. Things are being removed out of your area, out of your way, so that you can move into a time of prosperity, abundance, and being able to enjoy the physical and material things, right? There's going to be a lot of growth. new opportunities for some of you, feeling very comfortable and very stable with this. So not only do we see all these changes that are happening over here, but Spirit's like double. This is like major. Boom, stamp of approval. Boom, this is you for you. There's no other way, right? There's no other way here. What about this Page of Wands? Can we get clarity on the Page of Wands? What is this Page of Wands bringing to Gemini? And the Page of Wands being in the center of the reading, there's a lot of excitement is what I'm picking up there. What is this Page of Wands all about for Gemini? So we have the Page of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Now the Page of Cups brings news, right? Exciting news. So I see with this here, you're going to be really happy. You're really going to go within and really listen to your intuition with this exciting news that comes your way. And I feel like you're really going to move in that direction. Can we get one more for that Page of Wands? Can we get one more card to clarify that Page of Wands, please, for Gemini? Strength. And you're going to have the strength and the courage to take this opportunity, not knowing what the outcome is, right? And not overthinking it and just saying go. Remember I said it was sort of like impulsive, but not. There it is. Because you're going to have to like not overthink it. You're just going to have to say, this feels good, let's go. Okay? That's what I'm picking up here. Strength and courage to persevere. That motivation to just take that and just move along with it. Okay? All right, let's talk about the Chariot for Gemini. What is the Chariot? Where is the Chariot? What is this all about for Gemini, please? What is this Chariot all about? The Star card, moving towards, your hopes and your desires, right? And having faith as you do that. I love that. I love that because it is clarifying the Chariot, because it's all about you saying, I'm going to take the reins. I'm going to be focused. I'm going to take charge, right? With hope, with faith, and I'm not going to let fear get in my way. And knowing you're going to have a favorable outcome, okay? So it's all about not losing faith in your situation, but taking charge and being focused, right? Having faith. Let's not lose it. Let's build it. Because it's better when you build your faith rather than losing your faith. When you lose your faith, then you got to start all over, and then you have all these challenges. So let's just build upon the faith you already have, and let's take the reins, and let's have the confidence to continue to move forward that you're being guided to move towards. Okay? Woo, that was a lot. Thank you, Jesus. That was a lot of message for you here, and those just these cards right there. Wow. What about this Ace of Wands? What is this Ace of Wands all about, please? This Ace of Wands, it is about the 10 of Pentacles, you guys. There we go. There we go. We are going to create the life that we want with the money that we desire, okay? Moving towards a time of really having stability, okay? I see that there is going to be money coming in from you, for you. There's money going to come. Let's just put it this way. There's money coming to you, a lump sum of money, maybe a financial growth through an investment or opportunity, or even this offer that comes in. Because this is that Ace of Wands. This is you creating the life that you desire. And you're really wanting to have that desire of having financial stability so that you no longer have to struggle. Right? I mean, raise your hand. Put a little emoji in the comment box. Put an emoji of a $sign if this is what you desire, because I know I do. I know I desire to have this financial, this financial stability to where I don't have to depend on someone else. Even if this is a business. I mean, I would rather have a business where I have this money coming in, is just flowing into me. So I don't have to worry about going to this 9 to 5 that makes me so unhappy and barely paying my bills, right? Barely. I'm still robbing Peter to pay Paul, sort of a situation. This is what I desire. Let me know if that's what you desire. Put a money bag or something in the comments below so that I can pray for you and allow this to happen for you as it is for me. Okay? All right, Spirit. Let's go ahead and talk about the Justice. What is this Justice all about for Gemini? Whoa. What is this Justice all about for Gemini? Justice for Gemini, please. What is this Justice about for Gemini? What is this Justice card about for Gemini? I feel like a lot of us have just been in such a struggle, right? Such a struggle. I feel like there hasn't been very many people you could trust, or situations that you could trust and feel comfortable in. I don't know why this is coming to me, but I feel like Spirit is bringing this message to me and relaying it to you, because if you're in that, you have the Ace of Swords where you're going to get that clarity, right? Remember, justice is in your favor. Things happening for you, not to you. And it gives you the clarity. It gives you the knife to eliminate all of that, right? You're cutting it all out. Let's just cut that doubt out. Let's cut that fear out. Let's get rid of negative Nick and negative Nancy. We don't need them no more. Let's get moving on a fresh start, right? Let's do that. And as you do that, everything balance out, everything works for you. Okay, that Ace of Swords is you gaining the clarity to be able to create a fresh start with what? A clear mind and a clear path. And that's exactly what you need to do here. Wow, Spirit is really letting me have these messages, aren't they? All right, Spirit, let's talk about the Six of Swords. What about the Six of Swords? What is this all about? Six of Swords for Gemini. Let's give me some clarity on the Six of Swords for Gemini, please. Six of Swords for Gemini. Six of Swords and for Gemini, please. What is this all about? What is the Six of Swords all about for Gemini? And just remember, we don't want, we don't want to be so vulnerable where people take advantage of us, but we also don't want to keep those naysayers around us, okay? Like, we don't want to have all our guards up, because if we do, we could miss an opportunity, but we want to have our guards up. Does that make sense? Knight of Swords. The Six of Swords is being clarified by the Knight of Swords. This is definitely your energy here with that Knight of Swords. That Knight of Swords is all about having no fear and moving forward with confidence and moving in full force, right? Having powerful inspiration to say, I'm going to move in this direction. It's very fast moving energy. And if you remember, I said that earlier a few times when I said it's not impulsive, but it's very fast moving energy. There it is. You're going to get on this boat because you're being guided. You are being guided, and you know you're being guided. So get going. Let's not stay still. Let's move, right? Let's do it. Like, I don't know. There's somebody that's just kind of sitting there. I don't know. Justice. Libra, know that it's going to work out for you. Know that whatever this is, it's going to work out for you. And you do not have to worry about if and when. No, this is the time that you need to do it now. Okay. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles says that there's balance there, right? You're going to be balancing your finances, balancing the things, right? And things work out perfectly for you, okay? But you really do, I mean, and us Geminis, we could do everything at once. Like, we know how to juggle. We know how to balance things. We can do 10 jobs, all at one time. We could do it. Because why? We know how to focus, and we know where to put our energy at, right? Know that that's going to happen, and you're gonna have a lot going on, but you're going to be able to balance those things out, okay? And then you have the Ten of Cups. You're going to be extremely happy. So now, from the Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups right there. You're being guided to be able to live your life to the fullest happiness, to the fullest of having the stability with the Ten of Pentacles, with the Ten of Cups, with the Nine of Cups, with the Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Like, it's there. It's all there, you guys. And it's all about you just really making it happen. We can't just sit around on the sidelines, you guys. We have to take action in order. So when these things, if you see a job, apply. Just, I do that all the time. I see jobs, even if I'm missing one qualification, I still apply to it because I know everything else I have, right? And maybe it's a little out of my league, but I'm still going to do it if it's something that I truly believe I can do, because I have faith and I know that God will give me that knowledge to do that job, right? So that's exactly what someone needed to hear. I don't know who, but someone did. All right. I think we're going to leave it here, Gemini. I really do. I think this is an amazing, amazing reading. I think it tops up. It really tops up Oh my God, I can't even talk anymore. I really feel like this is one of the best readings. The energy is amazing. It feels very strong and powerful. And it feels like like a get it done type of energy. Just, if you have fear or doubt, just kind of put it to the side, pray about it, put it to the side, get that Ace of Swords, cut it out, right? And let's get the clarity that you need to move you on the track that you're being guided to. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to put that little money bag in the comments if this is something that you truly desire. And again, my apologies for not having last week's reading done, or this week's reading, I'm sorry. But honestly, I have been worked like a Hebrew slave through this company, with paying me like peanuts, right? Like I'm still robbing Peter to pay Paul type of situation. And it just, the week got away from me. So I apologize. It's not an excuse, it's a fact. And I hope that you still stick around with me as I go through this transition with you, okay? So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget to put that money bag below. Check out your playlist at the end of the video. And thank you for supporting my online business where I do everything myself. And if you're in the Oregon, state of Oregon, and you're near Beaverton, I will be selling my products on the 29th. And if you go on my website, you'll see where that's at. I'll talk to you soon.